I found it sitting next to my car as I was leaving my apartment. I don't know why I picked it up. How many countless pennies have I walked past as I've gone about my life? Dozens? Hundreds? Yet for some reason, I was drawn to this one. This shabby, crusty old penny. When I got to my desk at work, I began to unload my pockets. Cell phone, wallet, keys, penny. Phil, one of my colleagues, walked into the office. In his hands were 2 breakfast sandwiches from our favorite breakfast joint. So, hey, Steve, they only had enough bacon to do 1 sandwich, the other one a sausage. I know we both like bacon, so you want to arm wrestle for it? He laughed. I glanced down at the penny. Lincoln's face, a nice shade of green, was staring up at me. Let's flip for it. The winner gets the bacon. Phil nodded as I flipped the coin. As it reached its apex, I called heads. It hit my palm and I flipped it onto the back of my hand. Heads. I polished off my sandwich and started going about my day. About an hour in, I started to realize it was going to be a relatively slow day. No new orders, no new emails, and every email response I sent got an out-of-office reply. Obviously, it was the day before a holiday. Everyone was probably out enjoying their lives. Meanwhile, I was stuck in the office, staring at my Outlook. At around noon, my boss walked in, Phil right behind him. Okay, things are slow and people are cutting out early. I need at least one of you to stay here in case the team has any issues. You guys decide who will get to leave early. As my boss left, I stared up at Phil. Well, you got the bacon sandwich today, so... You got cut out early last Friday and the Friday before that. Come on, man, I got plans this afternoon, he said awkwardly. I looked down at the penny. I swore old Lincoln gave me a wink. You want to flip for it again? It didn't take me long to pack up my stuff and head out the door. I could feel Phil shooting daggers at me from behind. Sorry, old friend, but I guess today's just my day. Tails never fails. I glanced down at the penny and it gave me a knowing smile. I headed to Walmart to buy my wife some flowers. I wanted to surprise her, maybe take her out to dinner. After Walmart, I headed to the gas station and got gas. As I was paying, I spotted some lottery tickets. I mean, why not? Today seems to be my lucky day. So which one should I pick? I wondered. I grabbed the penny from my pocket. Heads, 7 sevens. Tails, lucky rabbit's foot. I flipped the coin. Tails, lucky rabbit's foot. I scratched off the ticket as I stood at the cashier. 1, 2, 3 lucky rabbit's feet. I scratched off the prize and it was $250. Luckily, the cashier had enough to pay me the winnings. I skipped to my car, cash in hand, and headed home. I got to my apartment and headed for the door. It was left open a crack, which seemed odd. My heart sank as I pushed it open slowly. I could hear the master bedroom shower running. My wife called out from it. Oh, hey, Phil. I'm just taking a quick shower. Sorry if you texted me. My phone broke this morning. I felt my legs almost give out. I turned back around and slowly closed the door. I headed down the steps and got back in my car. I don't really remember driving, and I don't remember walking into the store either. But next thing I knew, I was staying in the hunting section of Walmart. What can I help you with? A worker asked me as I stood by the glass case that held guns and knives. Gun or knife, he asked. I felt my right hand reach into my pocket to grab the lottery winnings. My left hand reached into my pocket to grab the penny. Let's flip for it, I said. I stood outside the apartment door. It was closed now. Before I could reach for my key, it swung open, my wife in tears. Steve, oh my God, I didn't want you to find out this way. I stepped inside. I saw Phil sitting in a chair in the living room. My chair. Listen, Steve, I want you to know that this has nothing to do with you, she said in between sobs. I walked up to Phil. He stood up defiantly. Listen, man, he began. Before he could finish, I had plunged the knife deep into his abdomen. He stared into my eyes as his body began to go limp. Far away, I could hear my wife's screams. Steve, oh my God, what did you do? I turned to her, the bloody knife still clenched in my hand. She was on the floor, clinging to one of the kitchen chairs. "Steve, please don't do this," she said. "Please, please don't kill me." I stopped a few feet from her and reached into my pocket to grab the penny. "Let's flip for it." As I merged onto the highway, I lifted the penny up in the air. It looked almost brand new, shiny, vibrant. It was a beautiful penny. I hit a bump in the road and I heard the body shift in the trunk. What the heck am I going to do with them? Do I bury them? Do I toss them? I took a look at the penny. Let's flip for it.